finally scattered. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in serious trouble at the moment. Akpabio have finally scattered the whole House of Assembly. Akpabio exposed the secret of APC people. He exposed the secret of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is not that secret. Nobody expected this from Akpabio, the Senate president. You know, this video was dug out. The full secret of APC is in this video, and they really want this video to be taken down. They don't want this video to see the light of the day again, because the full secret of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC are in this video. Akpabio exposed how they did the election, the magic that took place in course of the election, and who really won the election. Akpabio revealed everything in this video, and the hidden cabals of APC, all of them are exposed. So obedient, I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. Akpabio have shaked table. He said it all. Everywhere is scattered in the early half today. If you can share this video, ensure you share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can't share, just like it as I'm watching it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Obedient, stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
And boy, you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, endeavor to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. We are still on what is happening in the political zone. Akpabio are finally shaked everywhere. Akpabio's core issue in the House of Assembly. You know, a lot of things keep happening in the political zone since when Bola Ahmed Tinubu have emerged as president of Nigeria. Things have been going wrong. A lot of things have gone wrong. The economy of Nigeria have gone down drastically. You know, it was few days ago that some pastors were making prophecies regarding what will happen to Nigeria in 2024, and some made prophecies based on what will happen to Bola Ahmed Tinubu before he finished his 4 years. Some pastor came out and they said Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not finish his 4 years tenure. They said they will hijack the government from him. They said they saw it in their revelations and all of that. That God revealed it to them. Why some said that Tinubu will not live long to end the 4 years regime and all of that. So a lot of revelations keep coming out, and we did not even know the exact one to believe, because these Nigerian pastors in question, they gave a lot of prophecies regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu and regarding the 2023 election. 90% of them said that Tinubu will not find his way to the political power, will not find his way to the presidential seat and all of that. But at the end of the day, another thing happened. So what we point to your attention to today is the fact that Akpabio have finally come out to shake the light table. This man said it all. It's scattered everywhere in APC. So be that I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, ensure you share this video, share to different social media platform. As you're watching it, if you can't share, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. But to get to the last person, everybody in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, must get to know about all these things that Akpabio said in this video. Now the video is circulating in all different social media platforms. The video of Akpabio's bringing everything up for everybody to see what is happening in APC. Akpabio said a lot of things regarding APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He made everybody to know that APC is a party of darkness, that darkness is their logo, that they did not have anything to offer Nigeria, that they are darkness. And the same Akpabio said it all in this video. He meant it not to the general public that APC did not have anything to offer, that all they depend on is propagandas. And you can see what happened in the course of the election. You can see what transpired in the course of the election. It's no more the news that in the course of the election there were voters intimidation, there were voters suppression, there were voters bullying in different polling units. Even the polling unit where I went to vote, I saw the way they were suppressing voters. Labour Party people are not allowed to vote. A lot of people were not allowed to vote since they are voting for Labour Party. If you are voting for APC, you have a free will. They will allow you to vote. But once you vote for Labour Party, you don't have a room in voting. And police were there in different polling units all across Nigeria. Police were there, they didn't say anything, they didn't do anything, nothing is been done. And we believe so well that the police in question, they have received order from above. Talks moves from different polling units to another, snatching ballot boxes, scattering the electoral process. And once they say that Labour Party is leading in a polling unit, they will find every possible means to make sure that the voting ends in that place. And at the end of the day, we still see what happened in the northern part of Nigeria, where they were underage voting. Children that cannot even spell their names, children that have not known their left from their right, children that did not even know anything. All of them were voting in the northern part of Nigeria in mass. They were voting for APC, and a lot of things were happening. We saw everything in the course of the election. Mama Yakubu saw all these things. He turned a blind eye, but at the end of the day, he announced Tinubu as the president-elect. That did not pay Nigerians. But what is paying Nigeria now is the fact that the people, the Labour Party people that are in the House of Assembly at the moment, they are a big disgrace to Labour Party. They are a big disgrace to the common man and all of that, because a lot of people lost their life in the course of the election. People lost their precious life just because they want to vote their conscience. People lost their life because they want to vote for Labour Party. Some people were injured, like Lady Jennifer in Lagos State that people have been visited after she was wounded because she wants to vote and all of that. And after she left hospital, she still go back to the polling unit where thugs wounded her. They wounded her eyes. She still go back to that place. The video circulated online. She still cast her vote for Labour Party. Now you can see what is happening. But Peter Obi did not enter. INEC performed their magic. Peter Obi did not get to the presidential seat. But the Labour Party representatives that are in the House of Assembly, they are a big disgrace, because the votes of the people that put them there, they are votes of sincere people of Nigeria. They are votes of common men that were wounded. They are votes of people that lost their life because of the election. But these people get to the House of Assembly, they distributed 160 million naira for their SOV cars. All of them collected it. All of them in Labour Party senators, they collected the money. They forget that the common men are dying of hunger every day. People cannot afford to eat 2 square meals in Nigeria again. A lot of people are dying of hunger, and the people that were put there in the hope of the fact that, oh, Labour Party is a new thing and all of that, all of them are there sharing money alongside with Akpabio. But the Akpabio video is circulating online now, where he destroyed APC. Akpabio condemned APC. The video is moving online now. You will hear everything. Tinubu is in total panic at the moment. You know, it has been known that APC have been doing this, but their secret is finally out. No one expects this from Akpabio. You know, with the way Akpabio have been receiving benefit from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the way they have been mafiaing Nigerian money together, nobody expects that Akpabio can say this about Tinubu. He can say this about APC. Nobody is expecting this. And the truth of the matter is what Akpabio splashed out. You know, it was few days ago that Akpabio and other senators, they wanted to go for holidays in the House of Assembly and all of that, where Akpabio said they distributed tokens to their members and all of that. And when he discovered that he was in live television, he turned into prayer. He said, I distributed prayers to your members. And at the end of the day, Labour Party people in the Senate House, all of them collected the money. All of them collected it. So these Labour Party people, you will see what will happen at the end of the day. A lot of them will still deflect to APC. It will shockalize everybody. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video as we hear from Akpabio. Just stay connected a minute. I'm coming back again.
Which is a fact, the PDP governors are actually more in number. They dominate the entire Nigeria.
No, that was then. That was then. Now we are only 23. We have reduced so much that we are worried.
23 out of 36 is
we are worried. We are worried. We shouldn't. The PDP is such a fantastic party. It's the only national party in Nigeria. We should not have anything less than 30 governors at any point in time. Because that's the only party that Nigerians, that's the only party that is not ethnic inclined. That's the only party that has no regional agenda. That's the only party that has no tribal agenda. That is the only truly national party that belongs to nobody. That's the only party without a godfather that gets things done with just a telephone call. That's the only party that Nigerians have. And therefore the PDP should not even have less than 30 governors.
A lot of people will disagree with you when you say that's a party that doesn't have a godfather, because in fact that word, that coinage, even though it's always been there, people thought it was the PDP that
the problem who the PDP godfather is he the former chairman Gamede? Is he the former chairman Audu Ogbe? Is he the former chairman Amadu Ali? Is he the former chairman Wodo?
But at every point in time when anyone was in office, could be a
no. You are looking at when somebody is elected a leader. You know, leadership is different from godfatherism. A godfather is somebody who sits down to produce numerous leaders. I don't want to name them, but if you look at the West, you remember we had the strong man Adedibu. I think it was in Oyo State or so. Yeah. That's the kind of, you can say that was a godfather politics. When he can, am I right? So PDP is the only party in Nigeria without a godfather. I'm saying that.
You need a national godfather.
Okay, maybe
you can have regional, you know.
Okay, you may have family godfathers. You may have family godfathers. You have family godfathers. We have local government godfathers. No, but in terms of the national national outrage. Don't forget, you can't beat the PDP. The only group that Nigerians have, if anybody wants to win election in Nigeria, you go to the PDP. And PDP is the only political party that fields candidates in every council in Nigeria, every ward in Nigeria. In 774 local governments, we field candidates in all in Nigeria.
Talking about elections now, quickly, I must put this. What about, you talked about your number that has actually depleted to 23. What about the measure of the APC, the coming of the APC rather?
No, I told you before when I was handing over.
The PDP should be worried about that.
Worried about what? No, we encourage a strong opposition because that's the only way you can have an alternative. If we are not doing well, you kick us out and then we bring in an alternative. I'm worried when we don't have strong opposition in Nigeria because we want to deepen democracy. So we are very happy. We welcome the APC. The only problem is that APC as a drug is our model, and then that was why we brought up Panadol. And if it's not Panadol, it's not the same thing as Panadol. So APC really cannot cure a lot of diseases now, and that's the simple truth. So APC, in fact, you can see even how they started. They did not start from the constitutional provision how they should merge, where they should merge one by one. You'll be surprised that even when we were making noise on pages of newspapers, they had not yet written to INEC that they wanted to form APC. INEC was not aware of it, and the next thing was, INEC has refused to register us. We had this another party called APC. So you first started by choosing a name.
Some also accuse the PDP of having a hand in the other APC.
But it's not politics. It's not politics. PDP does not have a hand in it. But if PDP had a hand, then I would say that's a good strategy. Because you also have to make the opposition uncomfortable. They are making you uncomfortable, so why shouldn't you make you uncomfortable? The way I think that the opposition should have done its homework well. Before you go for registration as a major, you should merge first. And it is after the major that you now select the name. You don't just sit down at home and your child is not born and you say my child is going to be called John. And then suddenly the child comes out a woman. And then you are now saying, they're taking the name John from me. And they want me to call my child a Kaite. You have to know that really that you shouldn't even grade anybody. You should not have given the child a name before the child was born. You should have waited for the sex of the child to come. So I think that's the point.
Yeah, the gentleman wants to put this, but again, because a whole lot of people will not forgive us coming to Akpabio and not ask you, perhaps, to clarify that you used your hands to strike off someone who was elected.
Tell the admirers of the uncommon transformation. Tell the admirers of Governor Akpabio that the governor is a Democrat. You will never engage in that kind of thing. I was misunderstood. What happened was that we had a political meeting before the primaries, where lists of people were given to me, possible candidates for the Senate in my senatorial district, and I struck off the name of the person that was recommended to me. And I said no, that I prefer another person because the senatorial seat should be zoned to the minority two local governments within my senatorial district. And that was before the primaries and long before the general elections. So of course Nigerians do not like to hear the truth. So when
that's why they're asking.
No, but that's why I really tell them that the issue of discussing was a political meeting, a political conglomeration that where we converge and discuss the affairs of who should contest the Senate within the rank and file of an in-house arrangement before the primaries. And after the primaries, of course, we were trying to decide who we should vote for and what area we should vote for. That was what I was referring to. And I went further in that same meeting when the minister came, Minister Maku, and his team to explain what I said, that this was before the PDP primaries. And after the PDP primaries, there was a general election. I am not INEC. INEC cannot strike out somebody's name and put another person's name after election victory have been announced. So how can somebody ever expect? And if you watch what happened in 2007, you realize that I was also struggling for my own mandate. I was a struggler. I was not even in a position to decide who should be a councillor because I was even my own primary was disputed. So for over 2 months, I also had to be struggling to hang on to my ticket so that I could eventually emerge as a candidate. So when will I have had the authority to try to counsel somebody's name? So please tell them. And somebody needs to know this was not even a general election. This was not even a primary. It was not even an election we were discussing about?
Internal arrangements?
No. I'm saying before we vote for the voting, we're trying to decide who will vote for at the primaries.
Okay.
And the primaries are not held there. So, but I couldn't say anything on this issue because Nigerians prefer, I don't know how to put it. I think bad news is good news. Or how do I call it? We call it I think people try to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Let's take a few questions from people who are watching out there. Ibom says we should ask you, why have you not kept your promise of 31 industries per local government?
That's the problem, that industries are not things you build in a day. And that the process is still on. And that's why we are doing a roadshow. And I was telling you about the Baka Industrial City project. It will come with fertilizer plant, it will come with ammonia plant, it will come with the fabrication yard, it will come with a lot of things. And these things are not going to be done by the government. These are things that are going to be done by the private sector in collaboration with government. And I just told you that one industry is already ready for commissioning. That's the gas processing plant, which is already a private sector affair done by Septa Energy. They just collaborated with the state government and ready for commissioning. And I've commissioned a few small-scale industries in about 3 locations in the state already. So
the opposition has nothing to offer. What they are interested in is to bring propaganda to bear. This is the point about this presidential campaign. It is about darkness and light. Correct. We are talking about tangible achievements, and we are all keeping quiet. Why are we keeping quiet? We are building dams all over Nigeria. We have improved the power sector. Even railways that were not working in the last 15 years are working today. Why are we keeping quiet?
And then we also look at the record of the opponents who brought it before. He jailed journalists, then he executed people who committed crimes that were not fatal offenses at the time he entered office. If you were found with Indian hand before he became head of state, he made a law and the law became retrospective. The whole world pleaded and he refused. As the first man to put a woman in the war through firing squad, helplessness. So you look at the record. People talk about war against discipline, how Nigerians were brutalized and beaten in every corner. Some will say, yes, that's what we need, that Nigerians are very stubborn. But you don't need a society where you are fighting on your leader. You don't need a society where you expand only prisons and you don't expand schools. What is APC? A congregation of aggrieved Nigerians who want power by all means.
The leader of the APC in a rally in Edo State, while introducing their candidate, he said, whether certificate or not, you were once the head of state. Mr. President, there are certain offices that require certain qualifications. If you want to be a military man to shoot gun, you don't need qualification. Oh yes. If you want to be a civilian president to discuss budget and plan for the future of your country, you need qualification. Oh yes. Nobody can tell me that qualification does not matter. Oh yes. Nobody can say so. Nigeria will not go backwards. People who had opportunities to rule this country 30, 35 years ago, show me what they did. By their fruits, you shall know them. Transformation will give us a better nation. Change is an amorphous term, and it could be positive or negative. APC has made change a mantra, but they have not shown whether they want change for the good or they want change for the worst. But one thing is certain: any change that is not planned would lead to disaster. We cannot risk our future on a toss of the dice by the APC. Of course, you know what APC is. Conglomerate of bitter and aggrieved people who left different political parties to join an individual. We suspect that they want to change Nigeria from being a country to being a part of somebody's private estate. That is the change they are talking about. To change Nigeria from being a country to being a part of somebody's private estate. That's the change. A recent poverty index conducted in Nigeria, listen to this, shows that Zamfara and Yobe states are about the poorest states in our dear country, unfortunately. And these are states that have never had the luck of being run by PDP since 1999. The other state in that same bracket is Borno State. Suffice it to state that there is a correlation between poverty and insurgency in that part of the country. Therefore, APC's agents who misrule those states must have, to a large extent, contributed to the insurgency that President Jonathan is now valiantly confronting. In other words, the misrule of the economies of those states must have been a contributory factor to the insurgency we are witnessing now. If the APC elements governing these states provided education and built armed majority schools like the president is doing now, the security challenges in that part of the country would not have arisen. President Jonathan has done well in national development. He has developed key infrastructure and developed human capacity building a lot. National development is one of the expectations of democratic governance. The trains in Nigeria are now functioning, and they are not just functioning, they are functioning with air-conditioned coaches. His agricultural programs are revolutionary. The Minister of Agriculture can confirm. Outside the normal schools, out of schools, children's schools that are being built, the ones I mentioned, 14 brand new universities have been established, and I can go on and on and on. The confused opposition is now focusing on Boko Haram insurgency. They forget that they were the people who criticized the president and urged him to stop sending troops after Boko Haram. They were the people who described Boko Haram as our boys fighting for the north. They were the people Boko Haram nominated as their agents and spokesmen when a dialogue with Boko Haram was contemplated outside Saudi Arabia. I hope you know that. Boko Haram nominated them as their spokesmen. We may recall that on June 9, 2014, the spokesperson of the APC, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in a statement, criticized the federal government of Nigeria, criticized the war against Boko Haram, describing it as unconstitutional. War against Boko Haram was described by Lai Mohammed as unconstitutional. Similarly, on June 2nd, 2018, General Buhari publicly lamented in a radio program on Liberty FM Kaduna that Boko Haram people were being killed by the federal government. He lamented that Boko Haram people were being killed. Liberty FM, I'm mentioning the date. Go and listen to the program. In the same vein, when the federal government was contemplating negotiating with the dreaded Boko Haram group, Boko Haram nominated General Buhari as their chief negotiator. The APC is like the man who set his seat ablaze in the theater and ran out screaming, "Fire, fire, fire!" But God has intervened, and we are defeating Boko Haram in the name of God. Despite the antics of the opposition and others sympathetic to Boko Haram, the President and Commander-in-Chief, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, indeed the military, have been able to rise to the occasion by decimating the insurgents and restoring hope of a peaceful Northeast in particular and Nigeria in general. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with us that our dear President, the military, and the joint West African forces deserve our commendation for the strings of successes being recorded in the battle to rout Boko Haram. But sadly, the APC has found it increasingly difficult to commend the effort of the president, while it has reluctantly applauded our gallant soldiers, even when the National Assembly passed a resolution commending Mr. President. For them, they would rather pretend that nothing good is happening in the fight against insurgency. It is abundantly clear that the opposition is soft on the issue of Boko Haram, even though they have paradoxically made elimination of Boko Haram their campaign mantra. They are soft on that issue. At this juncture, therefore, we are calling on the United States of America and other Western powers to be more involved in the fight against Boko Haram, now that its affiliation to ISIS and other global terror groups have been clearly established. The continued quest of the PDP-led federal government for free, fair and credible elections has not been in doubt, as witnessed in its robust support through adequate and sustained funding, and indeed the free hand given to INEC to operate. But surprisingly, in our opinion, INEC appears ill-prepared for the 2015 elections. For example, at the time the polls were shifted due to security concerns, over 23 million registered voters were yet to collect their PVCs. And if you know, there are countries with just 3 million population, 23 million will amount to disenfranchising more than 5 West African countries in their own election. It will be recalled also that even the INEC chairman himself admitted on the floor of the Senate that over 1 million permanent voters' cards are yet to be printed in faraway China. According to the INEC chairman, the postponement was a blessing in disguise. But I know before then the media went to town. Of course, you know what you did. How then can Nigerians reconcile the purported readiness of INEC for the 14th February election then with the testing of card readers more than a month after the postponement?
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Akpabio said in all this video. All this video are combination of what Akpabio have said earlier before he joined APC. This man have said a lot of things. That shows that Akpabio knows the right from the wrong before he joined APC. He knows what APC people are doing. He knows how APCs were originated and all of that, because this man has stayed on in the political system. So he knows the secret of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He knows the secret of APC. He knows the hidden Cabals of APC and all of that. All the people that are the mafia and Nigerian money in the ASROC chamber, they are all known to Akpabio. You should look at this video very well. Akpabio made mention of the fact that APC is just the party of people that are aggrieved. He said they are aggrieved people party, that people that are aggrieved, they are the one that come together to join forces together to form APC. That was what Akpabio said in this video, and that is very true, because all these statements he uttered them before he joined APC. He uttered all this truth out. You know, Akpabio said it in this same video. You can hear with your ear. It is not what someone said. This is not my own personal opinion. He said all these things with his mouth. He said APC is a party of darkness. He said it here. He said there's nothing that darkness can do with light. He said the PDP that it was before was a lie, that this APC, that they are darkness and all of that. And he said APC are full of propaganda and all of that. But the same Akpabio now join APC just because of what he wants to eat, just because of the power he wants to get. This man joined APC. You know, when Akpabio was saying all these things back then, that APC is not good, APC is bad, APC is full of propaganda, they did not have a good motive towards Nigeria, APC is a party of darkness and all of that. A lot of people were clapping for him. A lot of us were clapping for him in Nigeria here. They said, this man is a very good man. A lot of people say Akpabio to be outstanding and all of that. They said, this man is not capable of evil and all of that. But you can see what is happening now. Just because of what he wants to eat, he compromised, he joined the APC, and he joined the people that are called darkness, because he already know that they were darkness. So he joined them. You know, I said it in many of my videos. I said, people are going to church, they were praying every day that God should remove the demons that are affecting their life, that God should remove every household demon and all of that. You know, I keep saying it. I said, there's household demons and all of that, but they are in a state of inactive. The demons that are terrorizing us in this country, they are APC people and PDP people. I said it. These people are the same thing. They are APC. APC is still PDP. PDP is still APC, whether we like it or not. You know, whenever PDP is tired of their state or all of that, they will deflect to APC just to eat and have the survivor. And we are here ranting and all of that. We are here playing around them, and they keep playing on our intelligence in Nigeria. It is until we realize and we come to the understanding that these people are not for us. It is until we realize and we come to the understanding that the party is not APC and PDP. They are PDAPC. They are together. Nobody can imagine that with everything that Akpabio have said regarding APC in time past, with the things that he have said against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with a lot of secrets that he have exposed, nobody believes that this man can later be the Senate president under APC. Nobody knows that he can later come and eat under APC. Nobody believes that he can later come out and be mafiaing money under APC, because he distributed a token to the House of Assembly senators before they go for their holidays. You know, the senators went for break that time. They went for break, and when they wanted to go for break, Akpabio summoned all of them in the House of Rock chamber. He summoned all of them in the House of Assembly. All of them were there, including APC, Labour Party, PDP, NPP, all of that. All the parties, senators, they were there. He said, as you go for your holiday, you know, the video circulated online. This is not what I'm saying. You still need the video, you can check it online. He said, as you senators are going for your holidays, they have already distributed a token to your members. You know, he said it. He said they have distributed money to their account. But when he noticed that it was in live television, because they cautioned him, he tried to change his mind. He said they have distributed prayers to your members. That was what the man said. Where did that money come from? EFCC did not investigate this thing until now. They are still the one that received 28 billion for SUV cars. And mind you, Labour Party senators were there. They received their own SUV cars too. Nobody speak against it, and the masses are dying of hunger every day. They allocated 160 million for each senator for their SUV cars. Nothing is being done. Labour Party senators did not say anything, because all of them, they were enjoying the money together. They were enjoying the corruption, the dividends together. And mind you, these Labour Party people in question in Aso Rock chamber, nobody know them. They did not have a good political career. It was the name of Peter Obi that brought them there. They forget the fact that Obi is the one that they used to get there. They forget the fact that some people put their life in the line when they wanted to vote for them, because this country was very tough in the election time. A lot of people wouldn't vote because they wanted to vote for Labour Party. Some people were injured because they want to vote for Labour Party. Some people died in course of the process. They lost their life because they want to vote for Labour Party. Lady Jennifer in Lagos State back then, he was injured in her eyes just because she wanted to vote for Labour Party in her polling unit. The thugs that came to the polling unit, they injured her. They used knife to cut her eyes, and they rushed her to the hospital. And this woman left the hospital with bandage in her eyes. She still come back to vote for Labour Party, and the people that were voted for, they were in Aso Rock chamber there now. They were mafiaing money. So people wanted to vote for Labour Party, they lost their life. And the vote of the dead is what makes the people in the House of Assembly there, the senators under Labour Party. It is the vote of the dead, the vote of the living, and the vote of the injured that got them there. But they forget all these things. They are busy sharing money alongside with APC and all of that, and with PDP and all of that in the House of Assembly. Akpabio is their head there, and at the end of the day, they sang allegiance song for Tinubu, on your mandate which I stand, and all of them, they sang the song together. People that are supposed to stand against it, that this will not stand, this rubbish will not stand in the House of Assembly. The APC senators there were singing allegiance song, on your mandate we shall stand. They were singing it for Tinubu when he was tendering the 2024 budget to the House of Assembly, and the Labour Party senators there, they were all there together singing it for Tinubu. That's to tell you that a time is coming when these Labour Party people will deflect to APC. They will deflect to APC totally, just because of what they want to eat, because they are not there for the common man. People are dying of hunger every day. They can't afford to eat 2 square men in Nigeria, but people are in the House of Assembly there, mafia and money. You can see everything as it's going on. Akpabio was in PDP when he was saying all those things about APC. He saw all the botox of APC. He saw their secret. He exposed it because he knows that they are darkness. But at the end of the day, just because of his political career, just because of what he wants to eat and all of that, he deflected. He's now there as their Jagaban now. He's the second in command to Tinubu now under that same APC. You will see what these senators under Labour Party will do. Just keep watching. You will see everything. Now drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you guys think? Drop your opinion for free. Say your mind on this content. So I'm going to and that thing for you. Make sure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor for LAJUPOG TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG TV.